This one's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that way. Looks like they were taken by surprise.
According to our map, the treasure can't be far. Did we miss a few? Think you could take on a ghost?
Away with!
Hurry! She's being overrun! Come on!
According to the map, the treasure should be near.
I'm sure the treasure is nearby. These body parts scream manifest my spectre. Something's here.
Hidden.
gunpowder.
It won't do.
Did you feel that?
It's close. More corrupted ivy waiting to be plucked out. Picked and culled.
I'm not going in there unless I have to. Present yourself!
I have another in sight. Did we miss a few? Ready and waiting.
My bolt is shot!
Behind you!
Thank you. Watch out. We made it out. Watch out. Spectre position. Not joining too? I'm fine. Stop forcing. Shall we?
A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
7 years. Why come back now?
It did not feel like 7 years. Suddenly, I felt her pain calling to me.
Divine intervention or otherwise, all that matters is that my dear Sebastian is back. Now, when I need him most.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
You're well capable of fighting the living, 'tis clear. It was reckless to think you could take on the dead.
We have lost many of our comrades. We measured the risk. It was not reckless.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and will persist till we prevail.
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
Can you find a way around the locked door?
this for 2 miserable powder-boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me. White! Open the gates!
Priests! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap? God have mercy on their souls.
Send Shepherd and Abbott to bring it back.
It's locked. There must be a key. Storeroom. Locked.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish Harridan, a narrow man, shriek.
One of these days I shall poison you.
Push you off it.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
As the commanding officer, you must know all
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough friends.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall.
I had a wife and daughter once.
Tell me.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence.
If ever I do tell.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do, but no Smith gathered the board and the governor let the afeard flock to him. We never agreed on anything in...
I crossed paths with the new Smith party. Thick-Skin did not make it.
Shame. She had a proper head on her.
The governor is no more. His son takes charge. They rebuild as best they can.
Little Lammy Haskell, truly. May the vacuous peacock rest.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them.
I've heard the whispers. We hold to the last. We resist.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you...
Permission to take my...
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling? If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here. On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful spectres.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McGrath, a Banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at home.
Are you a married man, John?
Aye, Abigail. I count myself lucky. Are you married yourself, Mr. McGrath?
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Do I detect a hint of regret?
Regret? Oh, I've no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. I'll not say a word against her.
What's the word round here?
Look around you. We're barely hanging on. You'll have to be Millet.
The merchant?
Aye, the freedman. He's the only one of... Some people have all the luck.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
What about him?
I don't know. Is he a good commander? Do you like him?
If, say, I thought him a blockhead, then I'd not say so. If, say...
Can you tell me anything about Helen Priest?
A bold woman, clever too. I'll be glad to take her orders.
I'm interested in Sebastian Priest. Do you know him?
I did not. But I know the lieutenant's name. He died a hero. Called...
May you
He that does...
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the Four need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me, you haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
So we fight to preserve it, fierce and true, for as long as we can.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse, yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rate?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy I'll brook his callous coward.
Much goes on around.
I try, and I could do something about it if the captain was...
What brought you to New Eden?
I came with Sebastian, willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. I knew they'd be trapped. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married I'd follow him to the end of the earth. And here we are.
How's morale about the fort?
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. Its folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much. The captain must show them a future.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for some years ago in New Eden town. The captain locked up an innocent...
Pennington the jailer. Do you speak of Deborah? What did he do?
I was away from New Eden town at the time. Rumours said she was a witch, I later heard. And so too did the captain. The court agreed. Who knows what urges drove the captain then? He is a secretive man, and always has been.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the map. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, keep your wits and all your luck about you.
An innocent woman jailed.
I mean, as wolf pelts go, it's pretty. We'd have more than enough of them. Folk in Boston are not short of wolf pelts.
It's barbaric.
What do I do with
An
this?
officer must be just.
You're a merchant.
Or else it all
Sell it.
unravels.
I'd
Helen
sell
is right.
sunshine to the Spanish.
truth
That
lies
is
down
not the
there
problem.
somewhere.
We've more than enough wool.
I suspect Deborah is at it again.
And we'll talk.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny.
I met your friend Miss Duarte briefly in New Eden town. I'm so sorry for your loss. She
seemed eager to leave town as quickly as possible.
Tell me about your store.
The original Ingersoll's in Boston was grand and fine, but it burned in the North Square fire of '91. But before Natty could return home, my husband died. Then came the curse.
You never wanted to do anything.
My husband was prosperous and affluent. I was young and clever. The store is my business. My legacy.
The shopkeeper must hear everything that goes.
You assume me to be a gossip mob.
What can you tell me about Captain?
He lets me trade. I like the man. He says Ingersoll store is good for...
What can you tell me?
I like her. Though she's impetuous. Terse, even. She fancies herself a leader, when she should... Thinking about it... No.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
Well, it's cold. Folk are hungry more often than not. I've little to tell, but Ingersoll's is open.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should. Thank you.
No Ferdinando here. Rebecca had a plan for herself and Ferdinando. Look for a store.
Ready for another ride? Circumstances aside, This is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you.
Not a fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it and I'll cut the rope.
What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
You trying to charm me, lady? I'll warn you. She'll definitely work.
Something's here.
Hidden.
Banishers. I see you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be to walk these dark tunnels, I'll guide you as best I can.
You sure you want to come? You don't have to.
I must. For Helen.
Pennington did a great and terrible thing. Your death must feel like an outrage.
I am a soldier. I took the shilling. Death is part of the bargain. One dies so many may live. I served the sick and the dying. When my turn came, I was ready. But now, in the fort, there is no noble sacrifice. One dies, so all may also die.
Tell us a little more about Helen.
I'm not sure what more I could tell you. My wife is a strong woman. What you see is what you get. Every day I feel blessed to have a partner and best friend by my side. I had never expected her. When she came into my life, I came home to myself. Made me want to be a better man.
Oh, I know the feeling.
She gave me a handkerchief. I died clutching it. A symbol of our love. She was and is ever in my thoughts. She is my world, now until the end.
What shall we find down there?
The rage of the Forsaken. They trusted him. He betrayed them. He abandoned them. I doubt they can be placated.
We'll be seeing you.
Very good. Whenever you're ready. Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade. Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with.
Still impressive.
Pennington ordered the barricades fast. I barely had time to bid Helen farewell.
That must have been hard.
A soldier is called to sacrifice.
Still impressive.